Alright, so it had started to go out, so I realized if I put in little tiny pieces of newspaper, it would kick up the flames, and of course then if I immediately followed with some wood, then I had a good chance of getting it going again. It seems to have worked, because it was getting pretty low and I had to blow through here to get the flames kind of going enough to even do the newspaper. So it's still continuing to be a work in progress. So I had to revive it with newspaper, but that did catch the wood down below. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a pretty good little fire going down in the belly of this thing. Now I improvised to create a grate. This is my idea, I took these knives, I stuck them in the top, and I'm going to put this pan on top of there, because obviously you need to have some way to have airflow. And now I'm going to try to keep feeding the fire from down below, and we'll see if we can get this water to boil. I put that on there at about 4:02, I would say, so it's going about 5 minutes now. There's still, looks like some pretty active flame in there. I decided to use some of my fat wood stuff. I'm in the basement, because if I only use a little bit of this, it really isn't cheating, because I have a ton of it. It's very flammable. This might be the final thing to make it work perfectly. This is basically natural wood, you know, but it's got a high fat content, and it burns forever. Okay, I added the fat wood in. There you can see the flames actually coming out of the intake. And the fat wood will probably be the thing that makes it work perfectly well. I only used one of these broken up into several pieces. So if I can boil a whole thing of water with that, it's a good start. Especially for a first effort. Oh yeah, it's going great. Look at that, will ya? Look at the flames inside of there. I'm going to put the rice in now, and we'll go from there. So there's the rice. Now I'm going to get a lid. Oops, it didn't pause. Well, you got to see me go get the lid, I guess. Sorry. So the lid's on. I'm just going to let it go. We'll see what happens. Wow, I just looked in. It's boiling like crazy. Check this out. Look at that. Hear it? Boiling like crazy. And that was fast. It's now 4:16. That was about, oh my God, 10 minutes of cooking maybe. Okay, look at that rice in there. It's boiling away. Now we're at 4:24, so it's really only been about 20 minutes since I started trying to cook. And there's still plenty of flame, plenty of heat. Oh, look at the rice. Look at that. It's almost done. Well, look inside there. See, like the guy said in the video, there's like a charcoal effect going on. Those are just red hot embers. So even though the flame is actually out now inside, there's no actual flame. Okay, it's just embers. And look at the steam coming out of the hole on the cover. So it's still cooking. And I'd say really, for all practical purposes, it's done. I mean, if you had that to eat, in the kind of situation we're talking about, you couldn't be happier. In fact, I'm not sure I can cook that good of rice at home in the stove. And I was in such a hurry, I didn't even measure out specifically like 1 cup of rice with 1 cup of water. So that was a guess once it got going. I was in such a hurry. But that would be so hot and delicious with a little bit of soy sauce. I mean, can you even imagine? And all that took was basically 2 of those little fat wood sticks and then twigs that I found around the yard, little pieces I pulled off of my wood pile type wood, and the can. There you go. I'd say it's a success. But of course the real test comes with the taste. So I've just put some rice in the bowl there with some Brags. And now I'm gonna try it. Oh my God. Hot, moist, done. It works.